Always low prices at Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza.
GOP VP nominee J.D. Vance held a rally at Treasure Island on the Sizzling Strip that featured Lieutenant Governor Stavros Anthony and retired U.S. Army Captain and Senate candidate Sam Brown, along with Nevada dignitaries and supporters. KPVM television had the opportunity to ask a question to the vice presidential pick, unique to Clark County. Let's hear what J.D. had to say.
On behalf of KPVM television, thank you so much for this question. As we know, alcoholism and/or addiction does not discriminate based on race, education, socioeconomic status, gender, or anything else. And Clark County has seen an increase in fentanyl fatalities, approximately 297% increase in the last couple of years. What do we do?
Very good question, ma'am. And look, it is a big issue, not just in Clark County, not just in Nevada, but all over the United States of America. And the first and most important thing that we've got to do is close down the border and stop this poison from coming into our country in the first place. I speak about this issue with a lot of personal experience because, my mom, for so much of my childhood, struggled with addiction in some form or another. It's why my grandmother raised me. Well, I'm standing here, by the grace of God. My mom has been clean and sober for almost 10 years. And that is but I can't help but wonder, because I've certainly sat by Mom's bedside after a bad overdose, wondering whether she would wake up and praying to God that she did. And I can't help but wonder if the poison that Kamala Harris has led into this country today was in the country 15 years ago, would my mom still be here? And would she have gotten the incredible opportunity to be a great grandmother to our three kids? I think the answer is no. And it's one of the reasons why we've got to stop this poison from coming into our country is to everybody out there. There is hope on the other side of addiction, but only if you get a second chance, and fentanyl is taking second chances away from our citizens. Think about this, 100,000 people dying of overdoses. Most of those overdose deaths every single year are caused by fentanyl. Can you imagine if a foreign country invaded the United States of America and was killing 100,000, mostly young people? We would go to war over it. So why don't we do that right now? Why don't we go to war with the Mexican drug cartels? But ma'am, to your point, obviously the immigration part I think is the biggest part of it because that's where so much of the fentanyl comes in. We've also got to help people get into recovery and stay in recovery. And that's an important thing. We have got to give people the opportunity to keep on trying to get better. Because I really believe, as a person who's made a lot of mistakes in my life, and I think most of us have, the American dream is not just a dream for people who did everything right all the time. The American dream is a dream of second chances, of fighting and trying again and again and again.
Team Trump and Vance have back-to-back rallies in our city this week. Reporting from Clark County and proudly shooting it back over the hump to Pahrump, I'm Maria Centers for News 25 Las Vegas.